Oh, we live. Okay, good. So here's something that I love about 12 step. Here's something that I love about the 12 step program, Alcoholics Anonymous, and I'll look up who wrote the book, and that way I can name the person because Bill Wilson, isn't that an adorable name? I knew it was going to be an adorable name. So here's what I like about 12 step. So when you're a child, you're always asking why, what's that, why, what's that, why, what's that, okay? And they give you this idea of God. And the whole point of God is that he's beyond your ability to comprehend him. So then in your personal life, right? But the thing is, so then in your personal life, you read through the entire Bible because even though you're not supposed to be a Pharisee, they tell you over and over again, because you don't run away from home, you don't you don't uh, spontaneously gain the ability to teleport. You're stuck in your physical body, and try as you might to go outside and to go and join the freedom of homelessness, you are unable to do so. So you're stuck living in the misery of academic failure and domestic abuse. So every day you know that you believe in God, but you feel like you're wrong. So you're always looking for a way to stop being bad. And you over and over again you're introduced to this Bible. It's so complicated. You try to figure it out. You try to not figure it out because you're not supposed to figure it out. Anyway, here's what I like about 12 step. These believers, they were chased out of their homes, chased out of their cities. They joined the Navy. They went all around the world. They went all around the world, and then they come back to America after going all around the world looking for how and where that they could stop being the bad guy in someone's story. And finally they get this book that says a higher power as you understand him. And it just blows my mind. I'm like, a higher power as I understand him. You mean like I think it's that way and that's it? Like I thought it was supposed to be no, it's something else. No, it's something else. No, it's something else. Ad infinitum. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where I can have a higher power as I understand him. Um, but it's just the cutest idea. It's just so cute. That's it. That's the whole thing. I see how it just wrapped itself up. It just wraps it up. Because like, look, you're told, if you leave your father and your mother for the sake of the name, or if you leave your father and your mother for the sake of Jesus, that is good. And everyone tells you that you're bad, that you're hurting people. No matter what you do, you're running around, you shape shift, you cut your balls off, you pull your tongue out, you spoon your eyeballs out, you cut your hands off. You do everything that you can do so that they finally stop telling you that you're the bad guy in their story. And you're all together and you're singing Old Lang Syne on New Year's Eve with no hands, no arms, no tongue, no with no tongue, no eyes, no hands. It's like I was at my aunt's house and I overheard her say that there's this verse in the wall, and you know how it is. The words come out of the other people and they come out perfect. She goes, "You see that verse? It says, 'Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding.' It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that," she says. And I'm like, I'm on the other side of the country, okay? I'm in Portland, Oregon, okay? And I'm abandoning every understanding that I can afford to abandon, right? Everything that I understand, I'm going, no, it's not that way. It's some other way. And and the disassociation, it goes around, full circle, so to speak. And that I'm faced with this thing of like, trust in the Lord with all your heart. I'm faced with this thing. Do not lean on your own understanding. And I'm like, listen, it's my understanding that when I put one foot in front of the other and lean forward, that I'm gonna move, so to speak. There's a lot more and there's a lot less to walking than that. But my basic understanding is like, if I see liquid, I'm gonna drink it, and it's there. I see it. Oh, like how crazy do you have to be? Like how much of you not your own understanding? How much no trust for your own just like you forget that the push to do the thing that you're scared to do, that push came from your desire to be loved by your Father God. And you're feeling that desire to get past your own fears for so long that you forget why you have a desire to get past your own fears. So then you drink alcohol so that you can get past your own fears. And then, and like, okay. But the point is like, you medicate so that you can escape because you're in this prison and you're in this like box and you're trying to get out, but like not at what cost, because you don't care at what cost, but and what is accomplished, to what ends. I think eventually the human bodies that are willing to humiliate themselves more than any rational civilized man would be willing to humiliate themselves, I think eventually they'll evolve to the point where they turn into like little dancing gummy bear type people, and they'll just be dancing into my mouth. They'll just be like, "We're better than you. We're better than you. We're better than you, and we broke all the rules." I mean, even when I was younger, even when I was smaller, I was like, "Listen, life can't be an ongoing harrowing panic attack. That can't be life." They're so strong. They're so strong that they can endure under the continual trauma of the imaginary mommy in their head. A weak person breaks. A weak person compromises. Strong people eat so much torture that they forget what's good about life. You go to a diner in Colorado and you order a chicken patty sandwich, and they hand you this dry, just this dry, unpalatable brick, a puck. They hand you a dry, unpalatable puck on the plate, and you look at the puck and you look at the waiter and you're like, "Come over here." And you look at the waiter and you say, "Listen, I don't always have a lot of money. I'm not a person that's like always with cash and currency all the time. I don't come into a place like this unless I can tip you. So I'm excited to receive something that's going to make me happy so that I can tip you. This burger is not happy. It's not a happy experience. This is not a joyous experience, this chicken patty burger." And all of the bodies in the environment, they look at you like you're crazy. They look at you like you're supposed to eat that dry, almost nasty chicken patty, and you're supposed to be proud of how you eat it. You're supposed to be proud of how you shut up and eat your food. Everyone looks at you like you're crazy. Like don't you know that you're? Or I'll give you another example. So after interacting with the bodies for a long time in workplaces and whatnot, and then as a homeless person interacting with the bodies as a homeless person, the thing is that the bodies, they acted pretty much the same from being a homeless person, from being an employed person to being a homeless person. And as an activist, I interacted with unions. There was unions who wanted to get involved with the activism, and I wondered, how do you even form a union these days? If you go to work and you see that the guy in front of you or the guy to your left, that he just died, like the machine killed your coworker, and you turn to the survivors and you go, "Hey coworker, hey coworker, Let's get organized so that maybe we can come to work without wondering if we're going to die. Your coworkers are going to look at you like you're stupid. Like the reason why they went to work was so that they could die. That's why they got dressed. That's why they went to the factory, was so that they could die going to work. They'll look at you like, what are you, stupid? What are you, stupid? You think that we're going to organize to make the workplace more safe? What are you, stupid? I'll tell you what, I'm really proud. Not me, I'm not really proud. But my 14-year-old self is really proud of me. Because when I was like 14 years old and I saw the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Donald Sutherland and Leonard Nimoy, that movie used to it literally used to give me shivers because being socially separated from everyone else was a reality. So the idea of watching like aliens take over the world and making it illegal to express emotions was very believable for me. And I was scared that like one day that I would have to deal with that. And I'll tell you what, I'm doing really well. Compared to how I thought it was going to be, it's pretty good. Like I'm doing really I'm doing surprisingly uh I'm surprisingly productive and I'm surprisingly free considering I'm dealing with this alien invasion that you call adulthood. When I was young, I used to be on purpose, not belligerent, but you know the idea of elbow room or walking on eggshells? I remember when I was like every fourth conversation or once a day, it got to the point where once a day I had to tell somebody, I am not walking on eggshells for anybody. And then I got older and I forgot. I forgot what that was like. I learned charm. I became isolated and then I learned pickup art and I moved myself back into the social setting. But when I grew up, the idea of walking on eggshells was like it was like an insult. You know, like the idea of walking on eggshells was like um, kissing your boss's butt, brown nosing, or kissing your boss's butt, or something. Or walking on eggshells was like the equivalent of if your boss is racist and you're not racist, to choose to be racist so that you could fit in with your employer. That's like a kind of thing you don't like to do. That's not an inconvenience. That's not an insult. It's what is it called? It's I don't know. It's an indignity. It's an indignity. So walking on eggshells was a tremendous indignity that nobody was supposed to tolerate that indignity. Do you remember the last time we were able to use the word dignity in a conversation? I was at Occupy Wall Street and I used the word dignity in a conversation, and like half the faces or all of the faces, they all switched to this like wicked looking smile. I don't want to like try to do the smile, but like a like the Grinch in the cartoon where his I don't. When was the last time you were able to use the word dignity in a sentence? I'm so lonely, man. I'm so lonely that I can't even really take it seriously. And before I lived with my aunt, I didn't have a human-sized framework for my loneliness. So I couldn't feel it personally. But I went to go live with my aunt for a little while and she slowly got taken over by the um the mania of her being unable to I you know, I don't know. What does it say? Oh, are you watching now? I guess Arnold's watching now. Okay, cool. Okay, so mystery worship. So the thing about Babylon and mystery worship is that when Christians think of mystery, they don't think of what the word mystery actually means. The word mystery actually means something that can be solved. You just have to go through it. But when Christians read the word mystery in the Bible, we don't think of it as a very complicated puzzle, because a very complicated puzzle, when you look at the whole thing, it isn't a mystery. It's just complicated with turns that you can't see past. So Christians don't think of a mystery as if an actual mystery, you know? So let's say that you were worshiping like the video game Myst. Let's say you were like, how would you worship the video game Myst? Well, the way that you would worship the video game Myst is by preventing it from becoming a popular video game series, because that would be too good. I mean, no, because then Myst would be too good to be marketable. It would be too good to be like a product to be criticized. Let's say, you know, if you actually worship the game Myst, but Myst isn't a mystery as people who read the Bible and read that in the book of Revelations, that they worship the great mystery, because Myst can be solved. You can get through it, and it's got characters. You know, it's not a perpetual unknown. And when I see people worshiping a perpetually unknowable thing, or a perpetually unknown thing, that's not the Christianity that I have ever subscribed to. The whole point of Christianity is the relationship between God and man. And it's not that you can't know God, it's that if you did, it would destroy you. Like, if I mean, and I just looked up, and this child looked at me like what I said didn't make any sense. So, of course, that if you actually, it's not that God is unknowable, it's that if you get to know God, that it would destroy you. Of course, that's a commonly understood idea. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, when the guy opens up the Ark of the Covenant, the Nazi opens up the Ark of the Covenant, and it melts his face. It destroys him. And in the Old Testament, the 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 Ark of the Covenant, um, there were a lot of layers between the holy of the most holy place, and you know, there's the holy place and there's the courtyard, and inside the holy of holies, protecting the priesthood from God. Like, how is this? I mean, I don't. I say, how is this an unknown? How is this how is it that people don't know this? But I don't want to know how you don't know. I don't want to know how you don't know. I'm not interested. Those would be interests that would lead me astray. Those interests would lead me astray. So that's you know, how mystery worship looks to me. Like, you see someone that's humiliating themselves, and you know that no one is going to hold them accountable. But at the same time, you at the same time you have an inkling of an idea that they're humiliating themselves, and that they will soon they will soon have to face their embarrassing actions. I mean, but that's what context is for. Context and honesty is so that even if what you do is recontextualized, and that what you do can be recontextualized as an embarrassing thing, you could say, yeah, but like if somebody said, like, oh, your face is a sexual organ, and that every time you speak that you're embarrassing yourself, that's like, what? Like, even if it was true, like, I don't, eh, eh, uh, 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 life can't be like an ongoing, harrowing panic attack. That's just not what it's supposed to. That's not what it's supposed to be. There are people who enjoy it, so that could be their life. If you enjoy being chased around, and there's half of the population who very much does enjoy being chased around, but I don't. It's funny because having a hystemic, having your immune system cause you to have a panic attack immediately because you breathed in something that is foreign and that is growing, and your body's letting you know that you need to take actions immediately, so that you physically, maybe you have a cold sweat or you start to shake. I don't enjoy that, and I don't there are a lot of people that would not enjoy that, but I know some people who probably would enjoy feeling like they're scared. They probably do enjoy that. It probably makes them feel excited. If the way that they process emotions is completely different, and it might be. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to undo everything. I don't know what else to say. That's maybe that's it. So end of life. End of life.